What's the crack? What's the bleeding story? How yous all doing? Hope you're well. We're back. We're back. The gang is back. We've come in with a few mates. We're in swinging. If you see me driving here, I just got fucking bollocksed in a protest in town. So I just says here, I says I was going to do it at 6 o'clock, and we might as well do it. The boys are ready, so why not? So forgive me if you see the chat moving a bit slow. What can you do? But look, I'll start to introduce the boys. Warren, what's the crack? How are you, mate? Hope you're being well.
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Thanks ever so much. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, exactly.
See Carl and Static and whatnot. So it's been a long time, so it's good.
Yeah, well overdue. Well overdue. Static, what's the crack, mate? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, boys. I'm good. I'm just looking forward to what's been a very long time since I've done a show with the three of you boys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's fucking well overdue, and I suppose, look, it is my fault. I've been just a lazy bastard, and then I just realised when I'm trying to do me start up the stream, couldn't get the intro going. Frustrating, traffic, everything. I want to fucking kill someone. But anyway, that's probably one of the reasons why I fucking stopped doing YouTube. But look, however, Kyle, Walsh, how are you doing, mate? Fucking delighted to see you.
Big up there, boy. First of all, it's absolutely brilliant to be back on the OG show. And I'd like to say a big up to Warren, Top Man, and Static as well, and the chat. There, boy, we have to be doing this, man, every week or even every second week. Because, believe you me, the community has missed you, brother. And I think, not just saying anything here, but I think that the community has missed us together. And we speak the facts and we tell it as it is. And some people like and some people don't. It is what it is. But it's great to be back here with the OG. So big up to you all.
Yeah, no, fair play. Yeah, well overdue. In fairness, in all fairness, like, you know what I mean. It's just like, for me, I've been just sort of sitting back in the background, frustrated, happy, sad, annoyed, pissed off. You know, the usual feelings of a typical Arsenal fan through the whole season. You know what I mean. So, look, I suppose because I haven't heard your opinion for like, you know, of the season so far. Like, Warren, I'll come to you on it because, like, you know, look, you were the first one in here. How are you finding the season? Are some Arsenal fans just losing the plot a bit? Is it a bit too early? Still have the few games left. We're still in the Champions League. We're still in the league. We're in the hunt. Why is some Arsenal fans losing their shit? What's your opinion on that?
Mate, I couldn't give a shit. I've checked out of Arsenal. I'm just fucking sick of all the bullshit that surrounds this club. Arsenal Football Club will never win a major trophy. All the time this regime is in charge of the club. They've proven themselves. What the fuck's happened here? Hold on. Here we go. It's fucking more absolute fucking mayhem. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what's fucking happening. There's gremlins in the machine. No, but I'm just saying, I haven't watched a match for months and months and months because I can't stand the football. I think it's boring. I think it's negative. And on top of that, the amount of money that this man has spent, and that's the best that he can do. I'm sorry, it's not acceptable. Not acceptable in the slightest degree. The football is the worst football I've ever seen. And that's even going back as far as like when it got really bad under the George Graham era. Do you know what I mean? It is awful. The only way we seem to be able to score a goal if it is a throw-in or a corner or something like that. And then on top of that, all these revelations that have come out about how legends of the club have been treated. I'm like, no, man, it's not for me. That is not the football club that I grew up supporting. And I'm sick to the back teeth of seeing these fucking idiots online, on YouTube, wherever it is, fucking backing this bullshit. or like 1 week they're saying, yeah, it's brilliant, and the next week they're saying it's shit. Like, I just like, the club is a mess, Del Boy. An absolute mess. I've been supporting it since 1972. And this is the first time I've felt the need to check out, because I'm just fucking sick of it. It's not doing my mental health any good. And I just think, well, what should I fucking bother? You know, it's just fucking nuts. I've never seen it in as big a mess as it is now. And if the regime and the manager and everyone else who needs to go is replaced, which it won't be, it's going to take the club about 5-6 years minimum to rebuild itself. And I just think that's shocking that it's been allowed to get into a state where you've got one man who's got fucking ultimate power. Ultimate power. He's untouchable. Do you know, no, I'm sorry. I know people will say I'm being negative, but I don't think I am. I think I'm being positive, because unless something dramatic happens and this club is like gets a hostile takeover, then we're in serious shit. Because these owners don't give a shit about Arsenal. All they're interested in is making money on the back of it. And this is a symptom of modern football. It's not just Arsenal. It's loads of clubs that are like this. And that's why the standard of the football is so shit. It's gone down really bad. And yeah, so that's my opinion about it, Del Boy.
Kyle, I'm interested to hear your opinion there as well, like just on the same question. And Static, I'm going to get to you as well, like, you know what I mean? What's your take on the season so far?
Absolute fucking bullshit, Del Boy. I'll be honest with you, brother. I'm supporting Arsenal since 1986. And we're now in the year 2026. That's a 40-year period. And I've seen some bad times with Arsenal over those 40 years. Some bad football. This is, without doubt, the worst type of football I have ever witnessed at this club of ours. It's actually worse. It's worse than Stoke City under Tony Pulis. We're relying on set pieces. It's taking us 10 minutes to take a set piece. It's taking us 10 minutes to throw the ball. It's negative. Odegaard played last night. I know we talked about that now in a while. Why is our number 10 playing almost centre back, getting the ball, taking 20 touches on the ball to pass it sideways? Players overhyped, that boy. Players overpaid. I've been screaming from the rooftops for years. Anyone has seen me. I've been saying that 60 to 70% of this squad are not fucking good enough. And this fraud has paid over £1 billion on bang average players. Martinelli, Jesus, Odegaard, Havertz, Saka. I know he didn't buy Saka. I'm just putting Saka in there. Zubimendi, Calafiori, Ben White. I'm at the name, and just on top of my head, I'm at the name and several rare players there. Out the fucking door with him, there, but I'm sick looking at him. Trossard, I'm sick of it. Saka signed a new contract for £300,000 a week. What has he achieved at Arsenal Football Club? I'll tell you why he's achieved at Arsenal Football Club. Fuck all. And he's signing contracts worth £300,000 a week. And then we talk about getting out. It's all right for me to say, we offload players. Who's going to buy these players? Because of the wages that they're on. All due to this fucking regime at the Arsenal Football Club. Putting players like Havertz on £280,000 a week. Odegaard, £240,000 a week. Jay fucking Zeus, £280,000 a week. This fucking fucking Gyökeres as well, Del Boy. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I've been fucking singing it there all season. Not good enough. I think he's a fucking terrible player. When the fucking matters, where are these fucking clowns? Nowhere. What did we do? I'll tell you what we done. We turned up at Wembley Stadium for a fucking League Cup final. And what happened to us? I'll tell you what happened to us. We got a fucking football lesson. Never showed up, hadn't the fucking stones to show up. They done fucking nothing. A League Cup final. A cup competition that I witnessed and that you witnessed 30 fucking 3 years ago. And here we are, fucking around in the final again. And then I'm looking at Ian Rice, that fucking prick. And he's saying it doesn't matter, we have bigger fish to fry. Go fuck yourself. And everyone else that has said the same fucking thing. League Cup final. Bigger fish to fry. What fucking fish? And also, don't even get me started about the Arsenal fan base. They're an absolute disgrace. The worst fan base of any club in world football. I'm looking at fucking Julian, Big Robbie Lyne, fucking flip-flop Lee Judges who screams and points the finger and shows the veins and they can think he's some character of a Guy Ritchie film. I tell you what he is. A fucking prick that I love 5 fucking minutes with. And I show him what a fucking real body head of prick can do. That fucking stupid cunt. I'm sick of the whole fucking lot of them. You see it as the fucking is. You use your big platforms to get my club back to where it should be. Winning titles.
Yeah.
£1 billion in, and we're still fucking around. And if you think that we're going to be the Champions League, you better think again. We're a fucking disgrace there, boy. I pass you over to Static because I'm fucking fuming with this club.
Yeah, Static, do you want to jump on that there? What Kyle was saying?
He basically just covered everything that we were thinking and saying, let's be honest. Now, of course, as you guys know, I'm the baby Arsenal fan out of all of you because I've been Arsenal fan since 1999. But, of course, I grew up with an Arsenal family that have been Arsenal fans since the 70s. So I get all that. And they ingrained this in my head and my brain about winning, high standards, you name it. So, that's why I have nothing but love and respect for you guys about keeping the stands high, and I'm the same, even for my generation. So yeah. But it's just like last season and probably the season before. It's been a roller coaster of a season so far. So I'm still reeling from our League Cup final defeat and being knocked out of the FA Cup. Of course, I wasn't even born when Arsenal last won the League Cup, so that's why I really, really wanted us to win it so badly, because just to see us win it, just this once, just to know what it's like. So, and of course, I appreciate all trophy because, unlike all Arsenal fans in our current fan base, they don't appreciate. Oh, it's just a League Cup. Oh, it's just a small trophy. No, a trophy's a trophy. Nothing is a given. I mean. If everyone thinks, oh, we're going to win the league, we're going to win the Champions, oh no, quadruple charge, yeah. Again, this fan base, but it's just like I said again, it's been a roller coaster season. It's just, and as you guys said, the football has just gotten so much worse, and we've been playing like this negative football for the past 2 years, 2 seasons now, and I just don't see us going back to playing what we did before in the 22-23 season when we played pretty much free-flowing attacking football. Even if we, by some miracle, I even said this at the start of the season, boys, that we're not going to win a trophy, and I still stand by that. Of course, if it happens, prove me wrong, fantastic. But I even reached the point now where that even if Arteta wins a trophy, I've had to bite my tongue pretty much all season, but boys, honestly, if he wins a trophy, he has to go. It's just because it's purely for the fact that he's not going to change our style of play next season. People think it's going to happen. but not me. Sorry.
Like the way that I've seen it, like, geez, I don't know when the last time I've done a live stream. I think it was nearly, it wouldn't be far off a year ago, and I'm not joking with you.
Yeah.
And the same conversations that we had back then we're having now. And it's not because we do shit content, it's because of the fucking manager. Do you know what I mean? It's just the same fucking shit. You know what I mean? It's weak leadership. It's fucking weak fucking tactics. Oh, the fucking the set piece coach is the best set piece coach on the planet. You know what I mean? Sorry, Kyle, do you want to jump in there? What I'm just doing is I'm going to transfer from my phone to my laptop, so I'll be listening to you. I'm just literally going to put my set camera off, and I'll see you in a minute. And there's a Guinness in my fridge that's fucking nicely chilled for the whole fucking day, and I'm going to mill it over the now, all right? So, yeah, walk away, Kyle.
Yeah, I just want to say that Del Boy, I need to correct Del Boy, because he just said there about we're having the same conversation now as we did the last time he streamed over a year ago. I'm actually saying that we're saying the same conversations as we were saying 6 fucking years before Arsene Wenger left the club. It's the same cycle. It's the same thing. Even under Nick fucking Wenger. I was saying the same thing on my YouTube channel 6 years before that fucking prick left the club. Because he was way over. He spent way over his time as Arsenal football manager. He should have been gone 5-6 years before he actually did go. The club is a fucking joke.
And I know for a fact that is true. I've seen these videos that Carl's talking about, and he was saying exactly the same as what he's saying now.
Yeah, the same thing was. I was a lot younger, a lot skinnier, a lot fresher looking back then. I was a taxi man, and I did a YouTube. I think it's Kyle. I don't know what the fuck. Kyle Larson or something was called.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
that
want to check it out. But I'm saying the same things as I was saying. I was calling for Wenger to go 6 years before he went. 6 fucking years before he went, because he could see what way the club was going.
Yep.
And here we are, 6 years in with this prick, and look where we are.
The thing is as well, that this manager, he tried to get the team to play the way it is now when he first arrived. And he couldn't do it. We were 15th for about fucking nearly 2 months.
Yeah.
In the league. And if he persisted with it, and he'd not brought in Emil Smith-Rowe and Saka, he would have been fucking relegated. I'm fucking convinced of it. This guy hasn't got a clue what he's doing. He hasn't. It's a shambles. Absolute shambles. Top to bottom. And that's why I keep going on about the owners, the board, and all these fans and everything, because no one's holding this guy to account. I keep asking the question, and not one person has been able to answer it for me. And the question I've got is, who is holding Arteta to account?
No one.
Exactly.
No one.
That's why I said earlier he's got ultimate power.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants.
It's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
It's not right. It's not healthy, because he needs to be challenged.
He's like the Donald Trump of world football.
Any organisation that doesn't have people challenging each other is doomed to failure. And it's like the same with Arsenal. No one is holding this man to account.
Like, if he wins nothing at the end of this season, like I've been predicting all season, I still think he's winning nothing this season. I don't think they have the ball. I'm making a statement here now. Bournemouth will give us a fright this Saturday. I'm telling you now.
Well, they did last season, so yeah.
The park. And if we do get a draw or get beat on Saturday, we're fucked. And if this fella wins nothing this season, I want him to walk. Just walk. Go. Yeah. Because if they keep him in charge, I won't be watching any games next season. Not one game.
Yeah,
don't blame me.
I'm at now, Carl. I'm at exactly the same stage now. I can't be bothered watching it because it's boring and negative. I'd rather sit there watching Arsenal ladies team than watch this, because they play a good brand of attacking football.
Yeah.
They do. Because my daughter, she absolutely loves the women's team. She's been up to a few games and whatnot, and she tells me about all the players and stuff like that, and they're superb. But this fucking bunch, honestly, it's a shambles. It really is. I don't know what to say about Ecstatic, to be honest, mate. I mean, it does worry me, because if we don't win anything again this season, which I think is going to happen, then I think like the big star players are going to leave. And the biggest ones out of the lot of them are William Saliba and Declan Rice. If they both go, we're done. We're absolutely done. We'll be lucky if we finish mid-table.
It's funny you say that, because I actually said that last season when we all did a show together. I predicted that the likes of Saka and Rice, Saliba, they will end up leaving if we don't win anything. I did actually say that. So
For fuck's sake.
yeah. By the way, Carl. Welcome back to YouTube, Carl. I wasn't going to ask you. Yeah, go on.
They've been able to persuade Saliba to sign a new contract.
Oh yeah.
And if Real Madrid really come in with a serious offer for him, I can't see Arsenal holding on to him. Because Real Madrid are fucking notorious for getting their man. Like, they're the Mounties. Do you know what I mean? They always get their man. Always. The only time they haven't is when they get Patrick Vieira.
Yeah.
But they couldn't get him. It's really rare.
Yes, Carl. Yes.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
We're all having a nightmare today, bro.
Fucking technology. All these technology shit gets to me.
Yeah. Warren, I was going to ask you a question though. In your opinion, what was the real reason why Mertesacker left the ex-academy manager or coach? Ex-manager, academy manager. Pierre Mertesacker, the tall German.
He left.
Yeah, big Freddie Giant. Yeah, I'm sure there was argumentations going on in the background.
I don't know, because
Mr. Arteta wanting him to do what Mr. Arteta wants him to do, because it's either the Arteta way or it's nowhere.
Yeah,
that's what I think, and I think that there will be a lot more exits along the way as well under this fucking clown. He's the most narcissistic. All you have to do is look at him. He's like I said, he's like a Donald Trump of world football. He is the most narcissistic fucking in love with himself bastard I ever came across. I
do see the pattern.
Would you work for him, Static? Because I tell you one thing, I wouldn't work for him, because I wrap him around the fucking crossbar in 2 seconds. The little fucking theory. So go around thinks the hard man. You ever see him make the hard man race series fairs? Fucking Aegis. I can't stand him.
Yeah. You can tell the players have had enough of him as well. So
there's the focus thinking. Static.
Yeah.
They had them going around the other day training with a ball between 4 or 5 players at their heads, carrying pens.
Yeah, I got one here.
And there's some kind of fucking thing about if a pen failed. I say I don't even want to fucking hear about the meaning of it. I don't want to hear it. Just go and be a fucking cup. It's a fucking embarrassment. Hey,
this is what I'll tell you.
Speakers into the training ground for Liverpool game. You never walk alone for the atmosphere in Anfield. They went down to got about 4-0.
Don't forget the light bulbs, Kyle.
This is
the
what
light bulbs.
The bottom dog card wins. The fucking club is embarrassing. You have fucking Lyle and Julian and flip-flop fucking Lee fucking Guy Ritchie character Joseph. And you have fucking Cecil doing the Brazilian dance on the stage, wearing Brazilian skirts for the sign of Jesus and whatever other fucking Brazilian gobshit he bought. It's a fucking joke.
You did the Thomas Partey one as well.
The club with big platforms. And the young generation growing up looking at that shit. Looking at that shit. Looking at them fucking Egypts. And when I put up to Robbie Lyle about Mizzou fucking Ozil.
Yeah.
Where'd that video go to? Never published.
Yeah.
Why? Because I told him what he fucking was. That's why. Hey, man, fucking Ozil. Sick to death of it, lads. Sick to death of it.
Well, this is what I thought they should have been fucking running around with. A creamy fucking pint. Cheers, man.
You know,
Go,
man,
go,
dead white.
go. Pace yourself.
Anyway,
I can't
hold me
hear
there,
you.
right? I want you to
hear me,
listen to
lads?
this. Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah,
I want you to listen to this.
oh no.
Even though we're in the relegation mire, you are going to... If you are an Arsenal fan, you are not going to want to see what they did in training today. And if you are a fan of any other club, especially Tottenham, even though we're in the relegation mire, you are going to burst out laughing. You would have thought after a torrid fortnight of losing in the League Cup final to Manchester City, getting knocked out of the FA Cup by Southampton from the Championship and outplayed in that game, you would have thought that Mikel Arteta would be like, okay, I'm not going to make any David Brent-esque mistakes like I have done in the past, like, you know, naming the dog they get for the training ground win. No, I'm going to make sure to do everything by the book and not embarrass the club. Now watch what he's done in training today. You think that's bad? It gets worse. Check this out. I'm telling you, Arsenal are panicking. And like I said, I'm a Spurs fan, so I know I don't really have a leg to stand on this, but from a club that has been known to choke over and over again, second again, ole ole, every single fan of other clubs is desperate for them to do it. And things like this, in training, just a couple of days after losing to Southampton in the FA Cup, this shows panic to me. And you can tell from all the pundits who used to play professional level football, elite football, they're all saying, I can see Arsenal panicking. Gary Lineker talked about it on his podcast. And with stuff like this, and allowing it to be shot on camera so other fans can see it, I just think Arsenal are in a world of pain here. And I know they've got a 9-point lead, but I promise you, anything could happen from here.
In the training earlier today at London Colney, there was a...
Oh, thank goodness, I didn't want to hear that. Deadboy, you're on mute. You're still on mute, Deadboy.
Fucking phone. Fuck!
Yeah, no, come here. That was just the daughter. She was looking for money, usual. But anyway, so what I'm saying is, like, can you imagine? That's only now. We still have games to go. There's a chance we can still win the league. There's a chance we can win the Champions League. If we bottle it again, them videos are going to come back up. Everything else for Arsenal fans is going to come back up. You know what I mean? So I'm sort of just shitting it, to be honest with you, because I've a lot spent this year, if that makes sense, slagging other Liverpool fans, United, Chelsea, City, all these sorts of fans, like, you know what I mean? So it's going to come. Is it going to come? I fucking hope not. You know what I mean? Jesus, let us win at least the league. At least that. But, Steig, are you confident we can win the league in all seriousness?
No. Oh.
You're not filling me with fucking hope here.
I'm sorry, man. Like, I said this to you pretty much. I think Warren would remember this. I said this same thing last year and probably the year before that. Just with Arteta still at Arsenal, it gives me no hope. You know, he's literally sucked the life out of me. He really has. So, and just the League Cup final just proved that yet again why I just have no confidence that Arsenal can get over the line. Of course, again, as I said literally several minutes ago, and I'll say it again. Prove me wrong. Just prove me wrong, Arteta. Please. Please prove me wrong. You as well, Arsenal. But, you know, it's the hope that kills you, boys. It's the hope that kills you every time. Every effing season.
Yeah, 100%. And just for people in the chat, I am going to trying to get your comments up, and I'll start reading a few out now. I'm just logging in and just having a fucking nightmare. But look, I'm not usually like this. But yeah, I am getting there.
It's been a year, Delboy, so it's expected.
Fucking hell. the most important thing this evening was me get this into me, and then I'll fucking get going. Like, you know what I mean? So, excuse me.
Add the fuel. It's the fire.
Exactly. Sorry, I know Kyle is just having trouble there. Sorry, but you're back in.
Yeah.
Kyle, just with the same yourself, I was just saying there, I don't know if you heard me, that like the amount of stick I was giving other fans this season and even a bit last season, they're not gonna forgive me this season if we bottle this again. I think we're all of us as Arsenal fans are in trouble.
But we are going to bottle it, Del Boy. Did not see the pictures there that was in front of you there, it's like they on the screen. What sort of strike is that going on to try to win a league title? And we're carrying on like that. It's embarrassing. Players are playing, they're fucking 3/4 of them are injured. The other part of the squad are not good enough. I'm telling you, Del Boy, we're in trouble on Saturday. I'm telling you now, we're in trouble Saturday. And like I said about the Champions League, forget the Champions League. Forget it. The only chance we have of winning the Champions League is on the fucking PlayStation. Forget about it. This Premier League title is not over. Man City are behind us. Man City are looking dangerous. They're playing great football now. They have confidence. They're putting a run together. We're looking over our shoulders. If we fuck up against Bournemouth and Man City bet us in the Etihad and win their game in hand, now it's squeaky bum time. I have no faith in this manager. I have no faith in this squad. No faith at all.
Warren, what do you think?
I agree with Carl. We're 9 points ahead of Manchester City, right? They've got players at the Etihad and they've got a game in hand. They win both of those games, they're 3 points behind. Do you really believe that Arsenal aren't going to finish the season without losing one more game? Because I can't see it, Del Boy, and given the track record, it's a shambles. The club is a mess. It's a
the football is terrible.
Mess. And in order for it to improve, the owners need to go, the board needs to go, the manager needs to go, Bertie Bassett needs to go. Like, all of them need to go. But the problem is you can't fucking get rid of them all at once. Because who's going to run the club? Who's going to manage the team? Do you know what I mean? It's just too much change all at once. It's not feasible and it's not realistic that we're going to get them out all at once. But the problem is, right, that all being said, the major stumbling block to it is the fan base. Because if we had like a proper fan base, we could have got these owners out like 4 or 5 years ago. But they won't kick off. They're not interested, Del Boy. All they're interested in is their fucking YouTube channels, their social media accounts, and what other bloody agenda they've got for coming to the club. Because I'm telling you now, half of these fucking people aren't even Arsenal fans. And that is the problem. They're not fucking proper Arsenal. Like Johnny Lydon, for example, he's a famous one. Like, he's been on camera saying he wanted to torch the Emirates and he hated the badge. Do you know what I mean? And this, like, no, man, I'm fucking sick of this bullshit. And I have been for a long time. And that's why I can't even bear watching it. Because that club, as it is now, bears absolutely no resemblance to the club that I grew up supporting. And then you've got the likes of fucking David Dean fucking sacked unceremoniously, right? There's a video down there and he explains exactly what happens. And then you've got fucking Chippy Brady, in my opinion, Arsenal's greatest ever player, sacked from the academy. And like, he's talking, that video is talking about all the players that he brought through the academy. Saka, Emil Smith-Rowe, Eddie, like all these fucking players. He reckons he brought in about 160 million pounds for the club. 160 million. And they were just questioning what he was doing. And sorry, you do not question Liam Brady. It's fucking ridiculous. And these people have got no idea about football whatsoever. And the worst bit is they don't even care. They just do not care. All they're interested in is the balance sheet. They would probably prefer it if the fans weren't inside the stadium. They'd probably make more money.
Yeah. It's look, what I'll do is actually, hold on. I will. I think this is it here.
The board have unanimously decided that you should leave now. Got into my car. My mobile phone wasn't working. My own personal number was taken from me. So I had to drive home without having a mobile phone or to talk to anybody. It wasn't easy. I remember that. I'll never forget it. I was literally cut limb by limb. At night, he came over to my house and he said, David, I want to leave as well. You know, we're a pair. We're a team. And I thought about it and I said, Arsene, you can't do that. He said, why not? The club needs you. The club will not be the same without you. You're important to the club to stay. I always say this, time spent with Arsene is time well spent.
Your first thought was for Arsenal.
It was.
An Arsenal that had just kicked you out.
It wasn't easy. There was never, ever a meaningful debate about me leaving. It was a complete shock to me. I'm proud of what I created, the work I did there, winning the trophies that we did, 3 Premier League titles, 5 FA Cups. Thierry and others stood up afterwards and said how sorry they were. To this day, I'm still very friendly with all the Invincibles. We've still got a WhatsApp group. Funny, it's not dissimilar in a way to what happened recently with Daniel Levy after 25 years.
Have you called him?
Yeah. I said, it's cut and paste. I feel sorry for you.
Absolutely fucking disgusting.
Absolutely.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Facts. When I watched this, my heart sunk, boys. My heart just sunk.
Yeah.
You see
Yes.
that there? David Dean is talking there like that. And we have this fucking Spanish prick walking around our club for the last 6 years with not one FA Cup to his name. And he's been here the fucking hero. And David Dean treated like that by our club. That's everything there, gentlemen, that you need to know about this shambles. And I mean shambles.
Well,
of a
it
fucking
gets
club of
worse,
ours.
Carl, because when Del Boy plays that last video about Liam Brady, you're going to fucking explode.
It's disgusting. There's no other words you can use. Disgusting.
I got this call from David Dean and he said to me, look, you know, we want to create a position at Arsenal where you're head of the youth program and you're independent of the manager, you know, because normally if a manager goes, all the staff have to go. But David Dean's vision was no, and the other directors wanted an independent guy who was going to be there for the long term. And I was very lucky. I had, 15, 16 years in a job where I was still very much involved in the football, but I didn't have the pressure of results that a manager has. And I really enjoy the job. And, I'd like to think that I did a good job for them. Down through the years, we had so many good young players, homegrown players, but also the amount of money those players brought in for the club when they were sold, There's 3 over at Fulham now, another one at Crystal Palace that must have brought the club in about 150, 160 million quid. You've got Reece Nelson, you've got Emile Smith-Rowe and Alex Iwobi, all doing well for Fulham. And Eddie Nketiah went over to Crystal Palace. So those 4 alone would have generated about 160, 170 million for Arteta. So I'm proud of the job I did, and it's still very much my team.
And why did you back up, Liam?
I was turning 60, Alan, and the game was changing. In my first 10, 11 years doing the job, I could do it and make my own decisions. And then people came in, when the American owners came in, things began to change. And
Right.
I had people who knew very little about football, kind of trying to influence the decisions I had to make. And I just thought, I've had enough of this. I was turning 60, and I just wanted to enjoy my life. I didn't want the hassle of people telling me what to do when I didn't have that before.
Absolutely.
So I left, and I'm enjoying myself now. I'm totally retired. I do a few after dinner stuff.
Yeah. I never met Ray Parlour. I like Ray Parlour when he played for Wenger. He was good player, done work great for Arsenal. And he was there talking away, and I went. He was talking about Dennis Bergkamp, and I said, "Do you think?" He said he's the greatest player Arsenal have ever had. No, I went, no. So we had an argument. I said, "Look, Liam Brady was the greatest player in the history of the Arsenal Football Club," and he's going, "No, Dennis Bergkamp." I said, "Because you was an invincible with him. Take that home with you and leave it there. But when it comes to football, mate, my mate was the best footballer this club's ever had." And and we kind of all fell out. And anyway, everyone was getting involved and all that. But it was great. It was great fun. But that's the way it is, you know.
And he's right. For me, I know that other people don't agree with me, but I do think that Chippy was the best player this club's ever had. I don't know what you three think. Del Boy, you're on mute.
You're muted, Del Boy. Well, can I just say quickly, boys? As someone who's, again, that's in the younger generation, and obviously that was lucky enough to see Bergkamp and Henry when I was very, very young. And obviously Brady was before my time, but the amount of time, the stories that even my mother has told me about Liam Brady, and I wish I was born in an earlier time to have seen him and watch him live. But the story she told me is just majestic. He was just a majestic player. So, and I don't disagree with anyone. Like if they say Liam Brady, not Bergkamp, it's like I said, I appreciate all players, but yeah, if anyone says to me and turns around and says, no, Brady, it's Bergkamp, yeah, fair enough. Can't disagree with that because, we have produced wonderful players.
And just like that then, Stuart, big up Stuart, hope you're well, mate. Yeah. And I'm just trying to get through a bit of the chats there. And before I do get into the chats, I just my opinion is that what them two are saying there, David Dein, an absolute legend, and not only that, an absolute gentleman. I'm sure a few of you have probably seen the interview I done with him at the Emirates, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, like I actually seen him. I nearly going, oh my God, it's fucking David Dein. I was there to myself, Jesus Christ. I said to me, this is off camera. I said, David, any chance I could just do a little quick interview with you? Absolutely, son, no problem. No problem at all. And the grace he had, the way he went out, they took his phone off him. Like, what the fuck? That's disgusting. You know what I mean? They took the phone. Oh, obviously, because they're paying the £20 bill of, that the phone has. Do you know what I'm saying? A month. And they're taking the phone, whatever. But it just shows you the way Arsenal have gone. And then to go and do that to Liam Brady, an absolute legend of the club, first of all, and to do the whole flag and like saying he's from England or whatever, and it didn't matter. It didn't matter if she said he was from Japan or whatever. No Irish person cares where they said it, but he's Irish, and you put it down as Irish. You put Dennis Bergkamp down as he's a Dutch player. Thierry Henry's a French player. Ozil's a German. Whatever. You put them down as where they're from. But to do that to him, and the way he then goes and leaves the club graciously, it tells you there's two legends of the club that we're talking about, and the two of them left graciously, and after the club treating them disgusting. You know what I mean? Just kicking him out the door. See you later. Fuck off. Just Liam Brady. Yeah, stick him down as England. Was he English or whatever? Take David Dean's mobile phone off him. Yeah. We want that €20 or £20 a month on his telephone bill. We want to squash that. We don't want that coming out of the bank account. Really? Wow. That just shows you where this club has gone in the last 10 years. It's gone down the fucking drain. It's disgusting. Everything's about that. Everything. Do not think, oh, kissing the bag. Mwah, mwah. These players love it. These players are contractors. That's what they are. They'll just go, we're getting paid by Arsenal now. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, we love it. Oh, do you want to kiss the badge? Yeah. Oh, do an interview. Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah, take a photograph. Yeah, that's grand. Who? Barcelona are interested in me. See you later, Arsenal. I'm gone. Real after me. I'm gone. See you fucking later. Yeah, and off kissing the badge. So these players, don't give me this bullshit like Declan Rice, cut him open and he's bleeding fucking red. You may say Saka because he came through the youth. I don't know, Max Delman if you want to go through that, whatever. But at the end of the day, these players will be contractors because they will leave Arsenal and they'll go on and they'll play for other clubs, and the wheel goes on and on and on. So the Arsenal of the old, let's say, that we're talking about is dead. It's gone. So they don't care. They just want your money. They want your money. That's what they want. They don't want anything else. They want your fucking money. When I was at the Champions League game this year, Almaty, and I brought my youngest fella over, and I didn't do a video because it was my youngest kid, and I wanted me and him. It's his first Arsenal game, and I wanted him to enjoy the experience and not be about me doing a vlog and all this bollock. So I had a great time, brilliant with him. Went to the stadium, and you'd swear, I bought the tickets off a fella, Kyle, you'll know him, you know what I mean, in Wexford. Yeah. And got the tickets off him. But, geez, there was a big hullabaloo about transfers. And, geez, even when I was up to get... No, legit, they were tickets. It's your man's season ticket. Not a problem, But you'd swear it was like I was trying to fucking pinch a fucking 10p or a 50p out of Arsenal. What's going on? Oh, let me see this, let me see that. I was just nearly going to go, mate, I'll break into the stadium if I want. I'm from North Dublin. I can fucking do that if I want to. Yeah? See the jerseys I have and the jerseys I get from my kid, they're all counterfeit, mate. They're not going into your fucking club, okay? Because I fucking don't want to give my money to this fucking shambolic of a American ownership who only give a flying fuck about the dollar. That's all they give a fuck about. And if you Arsenal fans think that, Del, you're over-exaggerating, mate, you're over-exaggerating. Oh, am I? Well, what happened to the LA Rams? Or was it they moved them from fucking Denver to LA or whatever? I don't know fucking American football. I may be wrong in the thing, but they moved the club. I'm just saying, Denver. They moved it from Denver to LA. Imagine Arsenal moved from the Emirates, from North London to Manchester. That's what they done. They don't care. They won't do that in Arsenal because Arsenal's in London. They got lucky. They bought lucky. They struck gold. They were in London. It's a hotbed. There's loads of Arsenal people we can get there and stuff like that. And that's sort of my rant on it. You know what I mean? I'm just... I understand what you're saying, Warren, that you haven't looked at a game in a while. I do understand that. Completely understand it. For me, I would be the same as well. But my sons love watching Arsenal, and I'm going to enjoy that time with them. You know what I mean? But I completely understand that fans are just starting to lose interest in it. You know what I mean? And it's not only Arsenal; it is other clubs around the world. You had Robbie Lyle. Warren, you actually showed me this, and he's in a pub in Scotland. Oh, what team should I support? Celtic or Rangers? I'm just there going, you need to ask someone what team you're going to support. My God, you are a fucking knobhead. Do you know what I'm saying? Seriously, fuck me. Warren, do you want to? Did you ever find out who he's supporting?
No, but I'd say it was probably Rangers, just because years ago he met a Rangers fan who produced evidence at Rangers Football Club, like bought shares in Arsenal when they were in financial trouble back at the start of the 20th century, and Robbie like was a bit fucking shocked by it. So I wouldn't be surprised if he went and supported Rangers, but I've got no idea, mate, to be honest.
Yeah, look,
Then
don't,
why?
I don't. Go
I
ahead,
just
yeah.
jump in there and just say this to you. You just showed a clip there with the fella interviewing Dean Brady. And the fella said that he had an argument with Ray Parlour about the best player between Brady and Bergkamp. I am telling everybody, do not listen to one word that comes out of Ray Parlour's fucking mouth. He is two ends of a fucking bollocks. He was on Talk Sport Radio 2 days ago or 3 days ago. And he was saying on Talk Sport Radio that if Arteta does not win any trophy this season, give the man a new contract. Because when he, and the presenter fellow was like, Ray, what are you talking about, Ray? What are you talking about? No way, Ray. You're delusional. No way, no way. Why did Ray Parlour come back and say? Tell you what he came back and said. Ray Parlour said, who are you going to guess that's any better than Arteta? Ray fucking Parlour said this. This is where our club is. You have Ian Rice after the League Cup final telling everybody, don't worry, with bigger fish to fry. We have Ray Parlour on national radio telling the whole world, don't worry about it if we win nothing at all, that give Arteta no contract, that he's the best manager out there. Who are you going to get that's going to be anywhere better? What in the name of fuck is going on? The fan base are all licking the arse off Arteta. They all wants to be with him. The finest looking Spaniard in world football and all this fucking shite. What is going on with this club? What is going on with this club? Ray Parlour, you're an absolute fucking disgrace to this club. A man that I grew up watching. A man that I had a lot of time for. A man that ran the midfield. A man that gave an exhibition in the FA Cup final against Chelsea with a wonder goal into the top corner. A man that I grew up looking at week in, week out, shouting his name from the rooftop. And he turns around and lets the whole Arsenal fan base down by making fucking stupid statements like this. This is our club for you, gentlemen. This is our club. It is like what you said, don't buy. And you're 100% right. Our club is dead. Our club is buried. Our club will never be the same again. The Emirates Stadium is a shithole. It's not Arsenal. The badge is fucking crap. I don't wear jerseys anymore. Got rid of them. Don't want them. With that fucking crest on it, you're joking me. I have my old ones. I wear them. Go fuck yourselves with this crap fucking badge and crap fucking stadium. I haven't gone to an Arsenal game in 6 years. Guess what? I won't be going for another 6 years. I can get tickets. That boy got tickets from a fella here in Wexford. That boy knows, I know this fella very well. I could get tickets off him tomorrow morning if I wanted to. He just lives literally 10 minutes away from me. Do you think I'll get tickets? No, thanks. For what? For what? To drive 2.5 hours to Dublin fucking airport? To get a flight to Stansted? To get the train down to Liverpool Street? Get the underground down Finsbury Park?
Yeah.
And go into that shit fucking bowl of a stadium to look at them shit players wearing the shit fucking crest and winning absolutely fucking nothing. And then you have to look at that fucking Lego head on the sideline directing fucking airplanes. And then you come out of the fucking stadium and look at that big fucking body head of prick fucking Robbie Lloyd, and he fucking interviewing absolute fucking muppets outside the stadium, talking shit, coming up with excuses about weather, about this, about that. Every single one of you are an absolute disgrace to this fucking football club of ours. This club to me is dead. And I'm telling you all here now, if we don't win the league title this year, Sky is getting a phone call from me to cancel my Sky subscription, because I will boycott this club. If it's just me on my own, I can live with that. Because I can say I boycotted this club. I don't want nothing to fucking do with this shit. So they better win a league title or I'm fucking done with them. 40 fucking 1 year, I'm done.
Well said, Carl. We'll see.
I just wanted to say one thing very quickly. The guy that was chatting to Liam Brady is also an ex-Arsenal player.
Yeah,
And he
Alan,
played Liam Brady. His name is Alan Hudson.
Yeah.
And he's got a podcast, so he gets loads of old ex-players on. So it's worth checking out. It's really good. And Alan Hudson was a very good creative midfield player, like Chippy was. Like they were in this team together in the late 70s. So yeah, it's great. So
he'd have better knowledge of Arsenal than what Ray Potter does, Barn. He'd have better knowledge of Arsenal Football Club than what Ray Potter does.
Oh, that's true.
Sorry, Debo, I was just going to say.
I'm sad. I'm sad.
Yeah.
I'm fucking heartbroken here.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I mean? People might laugh and might fucking have a gig. I'm heartbroken.
No, of course.
My club, look at the state of my club that I grew up with, that I love, that I passion. I've screamed. I've lost relationships. I cancelled my daughter's 16th birthday party 2 weeks ago for that fucking League Cup final. I was in the doghouse for fucking 2 weeks. I had to make it up to me, though. I had to bring her to Dublin there, up to Dundleary there, then boy. We went up to Dundleary there for a day out, and I had to make it up to her, bring her shopping and stuff like that. Because I cancelled her 16th. Her 16th! I cancelled her party for the League Cup fucking final. To look at that fucking shit!
Like, I got really, really upset after we lost that Champions League final because I knew deep down in my heart we'd never see Arsenal in the Champions League final again. And it's the one thing I wanted to see more than anything else was see Arsenal crowned as European champions. It's never going to happen. Not in my lifetime. I probably ain't got much left, probably about 10 years, I'd say. But like, it's just not going to happen. Not with this manager and this fucking outfit because there's no incentive. Like Del Boy was spot on what he was saying, that they're only interested in this. It's all about the merchandise and the balance sheet. That's why this manager is still here and he will continue to be here because he's good for business. That's why Odegaard is the fucking captain because he looks good in the merch. He's not a fucking captain. Not in the sense that we know a captain, like running around like Tony Adams did and pinning people up against the fucking dressing room wall if they were having a bad game. You imagine Martin Odegaard doing that? No, fuck off. He's not a captain. No fucking chance. Do you know what I mean? Imagine him trying to fucking motivate the likes of Damien Duff or Roy Keane or fucking. Do you know what I mean? Or
like it's not even an Arsenal thing. What did Chelsea do to Enzo Fernandez? He said something bad about the club. You're dropped. Simple. Yeah. We have standards at this club. I guarantee you, I fucking guarantee you, if Odegaard went off and he says, "Oh, I'd love to join Real" or something like that, he'd still start. He would have still started that Sporting Lisbon game last night. And I fucking guarantee you that. And anyone who says he fucking wouldn't, I'll have a good conversation with you. Absolutely no problem. Because there's no standards at this club. Odegaard is perfect. He's the poster boy. He's this, always gorgeous looking. His hair is beautiful. He carries himself lovely. He's an idol and all this bollocks. I don't want a captain like that. I don't need a captain like that.
No.
Yesterday. No. Just 1 second, Kyle. Just 1 second, right? No, you're grand. Like yesterday, okay? I'm still managing an under-14s boys football team. We were losing 1-0 to a team that's mid-table. We've won every game that we've played. That's the standards that I have with them. We were losing 1-0. There was about 10 minutes left to go. One of our players went in and he milled one of their players. The young fella went down, right? And now I'm not saying that's what you do. You don't mill a player. I'm not saying that. But while that other player was down, I called over me midfield. I had 3 in midfield. I says, "Get the fuck over here now." We were losing every single ball that their goalie or our goalie kicked out. We were losing it in the midfield. and I'd call the three of them over, and I says, get your fucking shit together. I says, because you're costing us the fucking game, and we've zeros, 0 loss, 0 draws. I don't want a loss. I don't want a fucking loss. Sort it fucking out. Have a conversation with yourselves. And that's the way I talk to them. I said that to them. Because they're big boys now. They're able to fucking slag me. They're able to slag everyone else. And I says, this is football, lads. I don't want the loss. I don't want that loss. I don't want the 0 on the league table. I don't want it. 2 minutes later, we went up. We scored the equaliser. And that's what it takes. Can you imagine... Can you imagine Odegaard or Mikel Arteta saying that to these players? It's non-existent. It won't fucking happen.
Never.
You know what I mean? Sorry, Kyle. You jump in there, mate.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, Odegaard is the worst captain this club has ever had. It's as simple as that. He's the worst captain we ever had. Every game he plays in, he substitutes after an hour. A captain. Did you ever see Patrick Vieira being substituted? Did you ever see Tony Adams being substituted? David Brocastle. The list goes on. You ever see any of them great players? Frank McClintock. You ever see any of those great players being substituted? A captain should be on the pitch, in my opinion, for the whole game. To rally on to the troopers. To win the game, to grab the game by the scruff of the neck when things are not going well. To grab the players, like you said, Del Boy. Wake the fuck up. What are we doing here? We're getting about 1-0. Let's grab this game. We're going to win this game. Odegaard is anything but. And as for being good looking, he's an ugly looking bastard. I wouldn't mind if he was a good looking fella. And I yet no fucking Tom Cruise now, Randy, but fuck me, that fucking sketch. I tell you, blow at him, you blow him over. He's just another embarrassment. He's just another embarrassment to this fucking club. Yeah. It's just embarrassing, Del Boy, from top to bottom. Odegaard. Are you fucking joking me? If I went out onto the pitch and I saw Odegaard as captain looking at, I'd be saying to myself, what the fuck is this all about? Then why it's the whole. I'm just so frustrated. I'm just fucking fuming because I actually never thought in my lifetime that the club would become the way it is today. It's so fucking sad. It's sad. It's a tragic story. From something beautiful turns into fucking ugliness. Because we did have beautiful football. We did play beautiful football, beautiful stadium. Fans were all on side. Great players. And now we have ugliness right across the fucking whole club. You have an ugly fucking stadium, ugly fucking badge, ugly fucking fans, and the ugly football. Ugly.
I just want to say, he just jumped out there at the right time. I don't know. He's gone looking at himself in the mirror, making sure he's not ugly. But I just want to say to Dark Side, absolutely no bother. If you want to jump on the show anytime, as it says, I'm just getting me fucking shit together. I don't know where my camera's gone or anything like that, so I have to find that. And I'm doing all stuff in the background. I'm trying my best with the chats and the comments coming in here, but I promise you, I will have a better live stream. And Dark Gooner, if you want to get me on WhatsApp or something like that, Dark Side, if you want to get me on, not WhatsApp, on fucking Instagram or something like that, it's just Delboy Gunner TV, and drop me a DM, and I'll send you on a link and we'll come on and have a chat. Absolutely no bother. But big up to the chat, Henry. I'll hit you up. DM me. Of course. No bother at all. But hold on, I'll just get Kyle back in there. He's just, I think he's come. Where is he? No.
But whilst you do that, Delboy, live chat, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. It helps the channel.
Yeah, please do. Really appreciate that. Yeah, we can.
Yes,
loud.
Yeah, people fucking ringing me there, and I live on this. Like, no, fuck off away from me. Leave me alone. Be fucked for an hour or so.
I know that feeling, Carl.
Fucking have a discussion about Arsenal. Fucking ring me
there. Just a quick one on the game last night. I thought the game was fucking very boring, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Is that why I'm there, Static?
Sorry,
Carl? No, can you hear me? Yeah.
No, we can. I can hear you, boys. I can hear all of you.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can only hear you static. I can't hear the
Yeah.
rest of them.
You're gonna have
Go
to
back out and come back in. I'll let
Fuck
you
me.
go out and come back in.
reboot, Kyle. Reboot.
Yeah. But what did you make of the game last night, Static? Very boring.
It would put me in a coma, boys.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, it's been like that all season. But that's why Warren doesn't watch games anymore. And I don't blame him because it's just so bad. It was just so bad. I thought the first 13 minutes they were on top of us, and then we started to wake up, I guess, and create. And we did create chances, but I thought it was a little bit back and forth, to be honest. But like I said, again, we did create chances, but it was really lame, like tame, toothless. Like it wasn't enough conviction in it, honestly. So I think, and we got away with it as well. We got away with it big time. You could say Sporting Lisbon robbed. They were robbed. They should have won the game. But Raya, he was outstanding. He made some outstanding saves, especially right at the end of the game. Again, like I said, I did say in my reaction we were mediocre. So yeah, we were definitely mediocre. Look, as much as you guys know, I cannot stand Arteta. I never wanted him at Arsenal Football Club in the first place, based on the fact that he has no experience, no prior experience like coaching elsewhere. Like Steven Gerrard, for example. At least he coached the academy Liverpool team before he got the Rangers job, and you guys know the rest. The rest is history. But I give him credit for the fact that he made the substitutions at the right time, especially Martinelli and Havertz. So that did give us some attacking momentum, and obviously we scored the winner right in the 90th minute, the 91st minute. So yeah, like I said, look, I would have taken a draw, to be honest. But look, a win is a win. I'm not complaining. As you guys know, when it comes to Europe, especially away, look, you try and get a positive result if you can. Obviously, it's more about winning our home games, but of course, if we can win away, that's a bonus as well. Again, it's a domestic, it's European Cup competition, which it's all about just trying to get to the next round. Of course, as you guys know, I know we're not going to win the Champions League, but again, as I said before, it's the hope that kills you. You never know. Even it is extremely unlikely, but again, it's the hope that kills you. But as we're talking about the team and the performance, look, a win is a win. I'll take it. We needed this win to boost the whole football club morale. Morale was severely down for Arteta, the players. You could say the fans as well. Actually, yeah, the fans as well. Everyone. So we needed this win. Just however we do it. So, but yeah, hopefully it gives us the boost for this weekend.
Like for me, I was going to say Real are the team in the Champions League to beat. But Bayern certainly. Fair fucking play to Bayern. You know what I mean? For me, if Bayern were on the other side, let's say, I would have been there at the Real Bayern final. Because Bayern are a really good team as well. Can we beat any of them teams?
No. I know we beat Real Madrid last season, but that was last season. This season's totally different. It's not the same.
They're different animals.
Yeah. And let's not forget Barcelona as well. If anything can happen, because we could face them next if they get past Atletico Madrid. If we get past Sporting Lisbon as well, of course. I'm not going to disrespect my opponents. It's half time at the moment, guys.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like it's like I said it in me prediction. Mudawaki, Odegaard. I said about Martinelli, like fucking Trossard is like he is fucking jaundice or something. You know what I mean? He just looks. He shouldn't be. He should be in he should be in bed. That's the way he looks, Trossard, to me. He actually doesn't look fit. Gabriel, he's going to get injured before the end of the season. We're rushing him back again. You know what I mean? Because of the suspensions, the injuries that we have. You know what I mean? That goes back to cover, you know. But something I touched on, and I'm interested to hear you guys, and in the chat as well, reaction to this. I said about Mudawaki, he had, I think, was it the first month, 2 months, whatever it was, he was absolutely quality. He was scoring goals, he was assisting, he was running the lines, he was actually not going past the lines, he was getting the balls in, he was doing dribbles, he was cutting in, everything like that. And now it looked like he is not a professional footballer to me. That's the way I look at him. You know what I mean? I'd be interested to hear your reaction on that. Just want to say big up to the chat. Please do drop a like and hit subscribe if you're new around here. But Kyle, what's your sort of take on Mudawaki? And I said in my video, I think he's been Arteta coached, and that's what happens to these players. You know what I mean? Where are you with him? Because surely we can judge him now at the minute. You know what I mean?
I can judge him. I can judge him for a while now. He's useless. 52 million down the drain. That boy, look at man. You have to be real about things. You have to be real. Now look, Madueke would destroy me on stock pitch. Let's get things in perspective here. I'm not like he has to be a quality player to make it to the Premier League. But I'm judging him in the Premier League. And I think he's fucking useless. What kind of threat is he, that boy? I hear what you're saying, that Arteta's have to get his hands on him, and all these players are all mechanical. They're all robots. That's where football has gone now. They're robots. They're athletes. They're not football players. They're out there to do a certain thing. You can read Saka like the back of your hand. Gets the ball inside pass, or else he's trying to inside the shoot. Madueke for me is absolutely fucking dire. I was watching him last night there, jumping on the fucking ground every 2 seconds. No trace at all. I don't think he's good enough. I don't think you win a Premier League with Madueke. If you're relying on Madueke on the right wing and Martinelli on the left wing, you're in serious fucking bother. And that's what we've done. 52 million on a player, in my opinion, is absolutely fucking useless. And I'm sick to death of it. Madueke, and I want to say it, then, but I want to say it. I don't give a fuck what I want to think. I'm saying it because it's my opinion. Kepa in goal. Ben White. Nkapia. Calafiori.
Oh, no.
Martinelli. Trossard. Madueke. You can throw a fucking sack in there as well. Supermandy. Norgard. Odegaard. Jesus. Havertz. And that fucking Gyökeres. Pack their bags and tell them to fuck off out the club. Not good enough.
Nice.
Not good enough.
Or as you say, Carl,
because
you're
everybody
not
is
effing
missing
good
the fucking trick here. And I'm going to tell you what the missing pieces. If they were fucking good enough, and if they were the players and the squad that everyone fucking says they are, why are we sitting back here tonight having a conversation about what Manchester City has done behind us, 9 points behind us? We should be 15 to 20 points clear at this fucking stage of the season, especially with the way the football is in the Premier League this season. Every team in us is fucking shocking. And we're supposed to be the best fucking squad in the world, the best manager in the world, the best footballers in the world. And if Man City beat Crystal Palace and beat us, they're 3 points behind us. There's your fucking squad of players for you. There's your fucking Madueke and all these other fucking clowns. Useless still, boy. Madueke is fucking dire. That's my answer to you, brother. Dire. Get him out of the fucking club. I'm sick looking at him.
When I was listening, like, from me holidays that I was on, let's say, I hadn't looked at much Arsenal. I just wanted no one's opinion in my head. I wanted my opinion of Arsenal, as in, are we doing well? Are we doing great? Why was I moaning last season? Why was I moaning this season? You know, you're asking yourself these questions because I just went whole fucking. I didn't go on social media. I didn't do anything, and I was just maybe the odd news article here and there and stuff like that. And then sort of, I just said to myself this week, I says, no, I have to start saying something here because I can't agree with what I'm fucking seeing. And then I start sort of going online and looking on social medias again, and I seen a fella, and I don't know the chap's name. It doesn't matter, whatever. But he was on about, let's say fans like us disrespected to Arteta. Look, we're on top of the league. We're in the Champions League. We got to the Carabao Cup final. Yeah, I'll get the violin out here. But doing all that shit, when we draw a game, it's like we lose to fans like on the panel here, myself included, and probably a lot of people in the chat here as well. And you start losing the plot and freaking. No, my message to this fella is, and I will see him again, and I will have a conversation. But my message to him is, the draws that we get, let's say in the last few seasons that we were challenging, were the draws that cost us the fucking league. Because a draw to me is just like a loss. You've lost 2 points, just so mathematically. I'd rather the 3, but a draw, you get 1 point. So that means you're going to lose 2 points. That's a big fucking huge difference in a title run-in. In a title run-in, goal difference is huge. A goal, 1 goal can cost you the fucking league.
Facts.
So this fucking clown that's going on about, oh, well, we're not losing games, we're drawing games. We draw to Bournemouth the weekend, Man City win, we'll bottle it. We will lose the league. That's my opinion. That's what I think. If we draw to Bournemouth, we're fucked. Because Man City, I was watching Man City the weekend and the weekend before that. They're on a roll. They're doing exactly what they've done every time they have won a league. From January, February, they go and they win every single fucking game that's put in front of them. Between, we'll just say from February all the way. The pressure's right on, pressure right on, pressure right on. Arsenal will bottle it. We bottle it. We draw with Bournemouth or the following week. Like, I think we're probably playing Man City the following week or whatever. The pressure will be on us. We'll bottle it. But Del, why do you think we're going to bottle it? We're 9 points ahead or whatever. We're talking about pens. That's what we're talking about. Pens. Do you honestly fucking think that Pep Guardiola is talking about fucking pens? Because I can fucking guarantee you he's fucking not. He's fucking grabbing cunts in the dressing room and he's fucking saying, the next game you fucking play, you put a shift in or you're gone from this fucking club. I'll ship you out. You won't do that. I fucking will. Jack Grealish, he had too many fucking Heinekens after the fucking Champions League final. Out the door with you. Off to Everton, mate. That's not good enough for me because I want to win the Champions League the following season. That's what was fucking said to Jack Grealish, by the way, people. He was partying and fucking short off and fucking everything, drinking champagne, Heinekens, everything like that. Not many of the other players were. They had a few beers on them, all right. Jack Grealish went off and he was fucking, I think he done a Wayne Rooney. He was off to the local fucking Hoover house. Do you know what I mean? Pep Guardiola's seen that and he says, no, out the door. That's not good for me. I want to win the Champions League next year and I want to win the league. Please tell me I'm wrong. If you disagree with me, that's no problem. You have your opinion. That's my opinion. Kyle, would you agree with that sort of
100% facts? 100% facts. You see, they have the winning mentality. They have a manager with a winning mentality. They want to win trophies. They proved it 2 weeks ago. They proved it. They went out. They bet us. But it's not. This is. I think Guardiola's after winning that League Cup now 5 or 6 times since he came to England.
Yeah.
Now, It's not bigger fish to fry with the Man City best, is it? With the Man City fans, they're delighted with it. See the way they celebrated that cup final because it meant something. Do you honestly think they're not going to win the FA Cup final? They're going to win that FA Cup. Now there's the domestic cups. Man City will win this season. Something that we saw happening in 1993. This crowd is doing it now this year. I guarantee they'll do it. I guarantee. So who's going to beat them in the FA Cup? No one. And they're also putting the pressure on Arsenal for the Premier League. So what was 2 weeks ago, Arsenal were on the front foot to win the quadruple. It could end up that Arsenal will win 0 and Manchester City could win the domestic treble. What the fuck is going on here, gentlemen? What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, exactly. Like what you're saying, but like what you're saying there, and I want to think of Warren's opinion on this. Like 2 weeks ago, the pundits, the people that know more than us four put together, are talking about a quadruple. Arsenal can win everything. You know what I mean? Arteta's the chosen one this year and probably many years to come. What would you have to say to the likes of Martin Keown, Paul Merson, Ian Wright, that believe that we were on 3 weeks ago that Arsenal could win the quadruple? What's your take on that, Warren?
I just think it's a load of nonsense. It's bullshit. What evidence is there to suggest that this man is going to win a trophy? Never mind 4. Do you know what I mean? When has he ever shown that he's going to win 4 fucking trophies in one season? He's never won fucking 4 trophies in his whole career.
Yeah.
So why do these people think that he's going to win 4 in one season? I'll tell you why. Because they're getting paid by the fucking club to come out with this bullshit. And I've got fucking video evidence that this goes on. It's Stuart Robson, like, talking about how Arsenal approached him and said to him, "We've seen that you talking about Arsenal. Can you not be so negative about the club?" He goes, "Listen, you're just a very small part of my income, so I'll say what I think." Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry, but this fucking nonsense has to stop. This like client journalism, because that's what it is. They're getting these ex-players, paying them to be positive about their clubs, and they're sitting there in their fucking Arsenal scarves, Man United scarves, Chelsea scarves, shouting for their clubs that they used to play for because they're getting fucking paid to do it. They're on the fucking payroll, mate. And I just quickly go back and this Madawuki business. I do not understand why anyone thought that he'd be any good for Arsenal. But Chelsea didn't want him. So why are we going and buying Chelsea's rejects? Players that couldn't get into Chelsea's team. It's not fucking acceptable. We should have been going and trying to sign Vinicius Jr. from Real Madrid. Going, how much do you fucking want for this kid? Just tell us how much you want and we'll pay the money. Go and fucking sign Rodri from Man City. Go and get Haaland out of Man City. There's 3 players that Arsenal could have signed that would have guaranteed them probably trophies if it wasn't for the fact they're being managed by a fucking idiot of a manager. Right? If I was managing that fucking team, there'd only be 3 players that I'd keep. The rest of them, the rest of that squad aren't fucking good enough. And Carl's 100% right what he said. Yep. Right? I would keep Declan Rice and I would keep William Saliba. The rest of them can fuck off because they're not good enough. And like David Raya, I'd keep as a backup goalkeeper. The rest of them aren't fucking good enough. Do you know, they're not going to win you Champions Leagues and league titles. these players that we went in for, how many of the fucking Europe's and world football's elite clubs were going in for them as well? That tells you everything you need to know. This club is not interested in winning trophies because they make more, like the League Cup and the FA Cup, certainly the League Cup, they make more money in one match day than what they would make from winning the League Cup. And that's where the interest lies, the balance sheet. The FA Cup, I don't know, I'm not quite sure how much money they get from winning the FA Cup, but it's not a lot. But the problem is, winning the League Cup, it generates a winning mentality in the squad. That's what George Graham came in. He won the League Cup. Within 2 years, they were league champions. And the year after, they were challenging for the league title and then slipped away. But this carry-on of constantly fucking up year after year after year, I don't think it's coincidental. I just don't think that they're interested. I think the big part of it is they're not interested in winning trophies. They just don't care. They're more interested in the merch. Hoodwinking fans into believing that they're going to win a title, win a Champions League, because then they get the merch out of them and whatnot. And I can guarantee you this right here, right now. If the Cronkies could get away with it, right, they'd scrap the season tickets and fill that fucking stadium up with tourists. Because people come in, I'm not going to pass dispersions or name different countries because I'll get accused of being racist, but it's a fact. There are certain countries out there whose economies are bigger than the UK's, where these people came in, they would spend far more money than what the people living in the UK or Ireland could. And that is a fact. So why do you want to have the run-of-the-mill English or Irish or Scottish or Welsh fan in the stadium who's got season ticket? Because when they go, they're not buying the merch. They're just going there, buying the programme and then going in the stadium. And they're probably having a pint in the local pub and having some fish and chips from the fish and chip shop, and that is it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas the tourist will come, they'll spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds in the shop, they'll spend hundreds of pounds like fucking buying food and whatnot inside the stadium. Mate, no, this fucking football, modern football is shit. And I'm fucking sick of it. All of it, the fucking VAR, the fucking nonsense with fucking players feigning injury, pulling out of World Cup squads and whatnot. And I'm fucking sick of hearing people moaning about international football. I'm sorry, you're either a fucking football fan or you're not. Do you know what I mean? Like, look at the fucking pride and the passion that the Irish fans had when they went over to Prague to support their country. And it was the same with us when we played Denmark at home. The fucking stadium was fucking rocking. Absolutely fucking rocking that night. And it'll be the same when we go out to America. But these fucking modern fans, they don't give a shit about it. They're not interested. I'm sorry. No, it's not acceptable. Sorry, Del, I went on too long there.
No, absolutely. Come here, mate. You're talking facts there. I was enjoying listening to you, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? It's like you know me. I go to the League of Ireland. I go to League of Ireland games and stuff like that. And for me, that's like the Premier League back in the 90s, early 2000s, when football was actually good, enjoyable to watch. You could throw a fucking shoulder in. You could swing an elbow, catch a man on the lip, and he'll keep fucking going. You can throw a tackle in. You know what I mean? When football was football. Jesus, this is so fucking... It's disgusting to watch. I think the Premier League isn't a great league. That's my opinion.
It's shocking, that boy.
Terrible.
Yeah,
Terrible.
yeah, it is, like, you know, and it's nothing against like the English league or like the English people, or that. It's nothing to do with them, because it's.
Don't worry, I'm not offended. So
Yeah, no, like, that's what I mean. I don't mean to offend anyone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how many, like, yeah, like these top clubs, they're all foreign players in it. Do you know what I mean? They're not like, how many English internationals do Chelsea have? How many? Like, Arsenal have what? Are we counting Ben White? But Declan Rice, Saka, Eze, there's 3. Arsenal on the top of the Premier League. Man City, Phil Foden. I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head. Like, sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, I did a video about this subject the other day, saying is the Premier League overrated?
oh yeah, you did.
The fucking is.
I watched that one.
The Premier League is not the best league in the world, right? And I can tell you, here and now, there's only one club in the Premier League that's got more English players in it, squad, than players from overseas, and that club is Newcastle United. The rest of them, not one club has got a majority of English players in it, and that is in a league that where the league is based. You need the majority of players in that league to be from that country. It's just mental.
Like, I hate cutting over you, Warren, here, but like, for me, I think, because I love the English style of football is what I fell in love with back in fucking 88, 89 when I started supporting Arsenal. Because I love that fucking get in, tackle hard, and fucking, you know what I mean? Leave something there. Leave something on them. You know what I mean? I love that. Like, you know what I mean? We've all played football when we were younger and stuff like that. Now we're going around with pens. Like, what the fuck? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry, Kyle, did you want to jump in there? I seen you raising a hand.
Yeah, just to say that, boy, you don't be. Oh, you'll find English, because I tell you why. I say it as it is. The English game is the game that we all fell in love with. But it's ran by foreigners. A bit like our fucking country, that boy. Being ran by fucking foreigners all over the gaff. Everywhere you fucking look now, there's a foreign bastard there. But anyway, that's politics. But the English game was the English game. And the English won the World Cup in 1966. I think every single person right across the globe knows that the English won the World Cup in 1966, because it's been said every fucking second of the day ever since. But I don't necessarily blame the English players. I blame the English paparazzi, the media, because the hypes up the English game to what it's not, because it's not the best league in the world. The hypes up these English players. You take Saka, for example. The English media will hype him up to be a world-class football player. He's not fucking world-class. The hype up Declan Rice. He's going to lift up the World Cup for England. No, he's not. So I love the English game. Passionate out about football. But it's not a thing to do with the English people. The downfall of the English game is the English paparazzi. It's the English media. Because the fucking hypes these players up and managers up to be something that they're not. And this is not now being racist or anything. I just think when you look at the history of football, I think it's an absolute disgrace. This is just me now, not in person. It's not in person against the English, and it's not in person against the Germans. I think it's an absolute disgrace Thomas Tuchel is the English manager. I think it's an absolute fucking disgrace. But look, as I said, that boy, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'd be shouting against the English in the World Cup and stuff like that, because that would make me be a hypocrite. For England to win the World Cup and me to give out this and that, and then come next season, I'm shouting for an English club, Arsenal, in the European competition. So I'm not a hypocrite. But I think that is the English paparazzi ruins the English game for people like us, that boy, from this country. Listen to the paparazzi making out these guys to be something that they're fucking not. Making out the league to be something that is not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like that's That's exactly it. Like, you know what I mean? You'd watch. I remember going back a few years ago, and you'd watch the Sunday supplement, and like, you know, oh, that was an awful tackle, or that was this and that was that. You're just there going, hold on, mate, you're a fat bastard. You've never played fucking football. You wouldn't fucking know what a sliding tackle is, or a fucking, you know what I mean? If Vinnie Jones grabbing him by the balls and just going, mate, you're not touching a fucking ball in this fucking 90 minutes that I'm on the field. You know what I mean? So you're having these soya boys fucking dictate our game. You know what I mean? And fucking ruining our game. That's what it is. The working class man game. That's what it was back in the day. That's what it was. It was men going out and there is women's football. I'm not talking about that because I'm just talking about fucking Arsenal and fucking the way the fucking shit men's game has gone. I'm not talking about the ladies' game. But you know what I mean? Them soya boys telling me to fucking this and that, and you know the football. Mate, you haven't played football. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? I played football and I'm managing in the youth levels, so I'm trying to give back to football. You know what I mean? Without volunteers like me, there's nothing. Just so you know that. Volunteers in coaching the younger underage kids, there's nothing. You know what I mean? Then you have some fat fuck that goes to college and is just there thinking, oh yeah, I sat and I looked at a game before and you're telling me what to think of a game. Ask me bollocks. Like, you know what I mean? Seriously. And then, like, we were talking there about the Arsenal PR team and all this bollocks. I met them in the Tottenham, in the what's called the fucking pub next door to the Bleed in Emirates. It's gone out of my head, the Toddington. You know what I mean? I met a few of them in there. Because when I get into a pub, people know I go into a pub because I come in fucking, how's it going? What's the story? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Who's having a pint? Yeah, give us that pint. I'm bleeding nectar. Yeah, happy days. You know what I mean? And then next thing, these fucking soya boys and one of the soya girls or something like that. And what I mean by that is like they drink lattes and fucking, you know, oat lattes. And no offense, they know they drink oat lattes because I actually drink them myself. But anyway, when I'm not drinking this stuff, but you know what I mean? And they're telling me, oh yeah, like when they heard, they go, seen your face before, and I just go, yeah, Del boy, because I was talking to them about what do you do, and we do the PR stuff, and I just says, fuck you shower of bastards, and shit themselves, but they're telling me how to support the club. They're telling everyone in the chat here how to support the club, and they're telling the panel here how to support the club. You know what I mean? And that's the frustrating thing. Like, as in, we all have eyes, we all have ears, we all have, like, you know, we know about football. Sorry, Static, go on, man.
No, everything you just said is absolute facts. I just wanted to go back to Madueke before I completely forget. Now, boys, listen. Madueke, boys, I'll tell you this. So, panel, live chat, I actually do watch Dutch football. So, when Madueke was playing for PSV Eindhoven, he was actually a better player, and I'm telling the God's honest truth here, because I look at him now compared to PSV, it's not the same player, because at least he was a little bit more consistent at PSV, and of course he ended up winning a few trophies at the club as well. So yeah, ever since he left the club to join Chelsea, he's just gone way downhill. So, and he's still got the same the way he attacks and everything. He's direct. He did all of that at PSV, but he had way more conviction. Like, he had scored goals, assists, but again, he was more consistent, and he was consistently playing better. So yeah. Yes,
sorry, and I hate cutting across the Static. I'm sorry. Like, you finished? Like, yeah, because what you're saying there is, like, look, the Irish fans will tell you this. With Troy Parrott, he went from Belvedere, who's a club in Dublin. He went from Belvedere over to Spurs, right? And he got Spurs, couldn't really get a look in, had one or two games. That was about it. And then he went off, I think, Preston. He could have went to Millwall. Don't fucking quote me on this, and he went to one or two other teams, Championship, League One. couldn't hack it. Like, could not hack it. Went over then to Excelsior in the Dutch League One,
Yes.
I think we were at the time, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he got promoted, or they done well anyway the season that he was with them. But then AZ then looked at him and says, "Yeah, we'll take him. He's actually good." But what I'm getting to is, and the eventually AZ Akmar bought him off Spurs for 5-6 million. But what Troy Parrott said was he was coached in England and in Ireland, okay, as he's a striker. But what he was doing was he was pulling back into the midfield area and trying to help out to try and, let's say, when we're on defensive mode, to try and help out to get the ball back up to go to the attack and then press and try and score a goal. But when he went to Excelsior, the Dutch football, they were there saying, "What the fuck are you doing? You're a striker." And he said, "Yeah, you stay up high. You that's where you stay. We don't want to see you in midfield." That's what the midfield is there for. When we're on the attack, or when we're getting pressed by the defence or by the attack of the other team, the defence job is to fucking stop the attack. If the ball spreads out, the midfield can come back in and help the defence out. And then if the ball pops out, we need a striker up top so we can get the ball up to him and then maybe hold it up, maybe get another midfielder or a winger or something like that up and help you to score a goal. But, so why is this important? This is important because of what? Ruud van Nistelrooy. Did you ever see him scoring a goal outside the box? Because I don't think I had actually. I think I actually seen one. I may be wrong, but I'm just off the top of my head. Ruud van Nistelrooy, box in the box. He was always just there in the box, bang, tipped it in, his shoulders, fucking hit his tits, hit his fucking head, hit his shoulder. How many goals did he score in the Premier League? He was fucking thing. What about Robin van Persie? He may have sidetracked a small bit, but he eventually went back to his Dutch way of fucking thinking. And then he remember the season that he had at Arsenal, and then next thing Man United took him and he went off and he scored about 30 goals for Man United to win the league. What other Dutch? Kluivert, Van Basten, fucking Clive. Fucking, I'm gone out of my head, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know, yeah.
But what we are, my point, what I'm getting to is, right, stay with me. We are, I think, in the English league, and I'm calling this we because I love the English league. I love it.
Yeah,
respect. We are trying to accommodate to the foreign players, if that makes sense. So the European, the South Americans, the Africans, the Eastern Europeans, we're trying to mix all that in and hope it works. And then you have this shit show, like what we have, Paul Madueke. He's been taught, he was at PSV, as you says, Static, and Dutch football. He was brilliant there.
I watched him closely, yeah.
You know what I mean? Next thing, like, even at Arsenal, for the first 1-2 months he was at Arsenal, I thought he was good. He was banging the goals and he was getting the assists.
Fair enough.
And then it's just like, it's like he doesn't know where the lines are on the pitch. I'm looking at him going, mate, what the fuck are you doing? Across the ball. And next thing he's going out over the line and... You know what I mean?
Yeah, Del Boy. I just want to say, I just remembered as well, because obviously Warren brought it up as well about Madueke. I don't know if you guys saw an interview when he first signed for Arsenal. He mentioned that the training, literally the first week he was there, he mentioned that the training was way too intense. And he was right. It's something I suspected for years. Hence why he went from the way he was playing to the way he's playing right now. He's nosedived, guys.
Static.
Yeah.
Fuck him. He's fucking interviews about training being too fucking hard and shit like that.
You know what I mean.
£200,000 a week. Let me tell you something, brother.
I hear you.
Something.
I
don't got time for that shit, because I tell you why. I had to get up at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning and do a 12-hour shift that I had to do today, that I had to do tomorrow, but I have to do the next day and the day after. And I get 3 weeks holidays a year. So I have to relax for 3 fucking weeks. These fuckers are relaxing every day of the week with their big multi-millionaire fucking lifestyle.
Oh, I don't deny it. Yeah.
These bastards come so. I'm sick of a static. They come so to say, "Oh, the train was too hard. Oh, I'm not able to do this. I need some rest. I need a good holiday. I need that. Go fuck yourself. How about that?
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Fuck.
I'm not disagreeing with that. It is facts.
Fucking shocking. That's why I'm sick the fucking dead of these clowns. Fucking bunch of clowns. They don't realise how lucky they have it in life, static. That's the problem.
Oh yeah, that's facts. Yeah.
There are fucking people. There are thousands of people in your country too, static, as well as our country. Thousands of people fucking homeless, nowhere to go tonight.
Yeah.
People fucking our country. There's 320,000 people in our country can't afford their electric bills tonight. They can't. You go up. They can't put diesel and petrol in their fucking cars.
Yes.
There's people with intellectual disabilities can't get into residential units. The fucking place is turned upside down, and these fucking clowns on 200 and 300,000 pound a week giving out about this and giving out go fuck yourself. That's what I tell every single fucking one of them.
Yeah, no, like,
but I just want to go back to what you said. Look, Carl, I 100% agree with everything you say about, obviously players earning absolute fortune. No excuses. I was merely pointing out the fact that from when he first came and the way he is now, it's because, again, like I said, you look at the play, because I'm just trying to get my point across for the fact that you look at all the players, they're all knackers, they're all shattered. No thanks to Arteta, because again, it's basically pure the fact he doesn't rotate the squad. That was just trying to make my point about that. But I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying.
I hear you, Static. I hear you, brother.
Players earning absolute fortune. It's scandalous.
Brother, you know what I do? Do you know what I do? When a player comes in to me and said to me, Martin, training's too hard. You know what I tell him? Go back out now and fucking repeat it. The second time. That's what I tell him. Fuck off.
Yeah.
No time for that shite. Crowd of fucking arseholes. Don't realise how lucky they have in life. Win me a league title. That's what you get paid for that, so do it. Don't be giving out about training and stuff. Just go up with a league title. End of story. Fucking too much excuses. We're living in a world. We're living in a soft world. Everyone's fucking soft these days.
Yeah.
Giving out about this and giving out about that. Too much walk fucking shit going on. Fucking not able to say nothing, and you have to keep your opinion to yourself. And there's certain things you can't say. Go fuck yourself. I say whatever the fuck I want to say. How about that?
Well said, Carl.
Fuck that. Fucking. I tell you what it is. I'm not now look, listen, no disrespect to anybody before anybody starts getting freaking out and stuff like that. There's no disrespect to anybody on this platform or any other platform. So let me get that straight. I'm just talking about freedom of speech. Yeah. There's a Catholic church across the road from me. Now listen, I tell you, I'm born Irish Catholic, right? I couldn't give two flying fucks about the Catholic religion, because as far as I'm concerned, the Vatican Church and the Catholic religion is one of the most fucking corrupt organizations in the fucking world. And they do a lot of dark shit in this country. But what I am saying is that I don't need to fucking listen to about 12 fucking Muslims outside the fucking gates of my fucking church singing songs to fucking Allah at fucking 12 o'clock at night. So when I went across the fucking street and told them all to shut the fuck up singing songs to fucking Allah and get the fuck away opposite my fucking house, and the guards came knocking on my door telling me to calm the fuck down, I told the guards, go fuck yourself. I say whatever the fuck I want to say. And I ain't listening to no fucking Allah shit at 12 o'clock at night and my family trying to sleep. So this is what I'm saying about a soft environment and the soft world that we live in. Nobody can say fucking nothing anymore. Ridiculous. And coming to these fucking soccer players and all these fucking stars and celebrities and all, go fuck yourselves. You're getting serious amounts of money. If you have to train 6 hours a day, train 6 hours a day. Train fucking harder. That's what I say. You might win us a league title then. Fuck it. Things need to be said. I'm sick of it. That's why we're living in a fucking country, man. I'll tell you the truth. This country is shocking. And no one was saying that. Our fucking town had floods, as you know, Del Boy. Warren, you saw it. Yep. Our town was underwater. Houses, people's fucking houses and homes destroyed. Businesses destroyed. This is the whole thing going on for the last fucking 40 years, and there's not one thing done about it by the government. Our fucking Taoiseach, Micheál Martin, the little slimy fucking rat, was the very same as Mr. Burns off the fucking Simpsons, came down to our town, and what did he do? Shaking hands with the residents of the Island Road, shaking hands and saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, and we're going to do this and we're going to do that." I walked directly across the road. He went to shake my hand. I said to him, "Go fuck yourself." Because if I lived in one of those houses, I said, "You'd be fucked off the bridge into the fucking water." And what happened to me? What happened to me?
Oh, yeah,
Jumping
guards
off
are.
with 2 fucking guards and 2 servicemen. I had to
Yeah.
go, or I was going to be arrested. Why was I going to be arrested? Because I fucking said the truth. I said it as it is. And the problem is, I was the only fucking one that said it as it is. Because everybody else was too busy getting selfies and shaking fucking hands. That's the society that we're living in. It's a fucking joke. And when I hear soccer players coming out saying, "Oh, the train is too hard, I fucking need a rest, I need to go on a holiday," go fuck yourself. Go out there and do fucking another 3 hours fucking training, you prick.
Yeah. I just on that, yeah, Kyle, I was in, I was over near the Dáil, and that'd be government buildings in Dublin city
Can you
centre.
bring a few bombs with you there then, boy?
Well, here, I'll tell you one thing. I was carrying a ladder, right, and my tool bag as well, right? And next thing, you'd know this cunt, and I hate using that word, people, but if you knew him, Danny Healy-Ray, you know Michael Healy-Ray, and
Fucking little fucking prick.
I met him, and I'll tell you, there was no cameras around, or there's no nothing. And I went up to him, and I told him what I fucking thought of him. I says, "See you and your fucking brother." I says, "You have to destroy this country." And I says, "You're a fucking prick." I says, "You fucking destroy this country, you bastard." And he just went, "Oh, go on, oh, that," like, you know, and I says, "Come up to me now and put a hand on me, and I'll fucking bury me fist in through your fucking mouth." And I mean that. And I says, "Come up to me, I fucking dare you." And I burst this fucking ladder over your fucking head. I says, "Because you'll be the one that'll touch me, and I'll be self-defense." And he went like that. And there's a picture of him online where he thinking he's acting the big man, and he hit a guard before, he shouldered him or something like that. And I was there, "Please do that to me. Please, I'm begging you." He fucking just walked, "I'll go on now with that, you cunt." I says, "Yeah, come up. I fucking, please, I'm begging you." He didn't in the end. But anyway,
Yeah.
I let him know.
Yeah,
you know?
you did right there, boy. You see, people, there should be more people like us that these fuckers know. After ruining our country is finished. We're becoming a minority in our own country. We are fucking finished in this country because those shower of bastards up there. And I keep saying this. And every time I meet those cunts, I be saying the same fucking thing to them all. I couldn't give a shit that, boy. I'm fucking done with this whole fucking shit situation.
Yeah. I'm the exact same. And come here, Kyle, you know that I fucking do that. That's not a lie. What I did there.
I saw that boy up in the roughest part of the Viva Stadium with the hardcore Irish fans. And at the end of the game, that boy took out a fucking scarf or a flag with Stephen Kenny out. And I looked around me, and there was about 2,000 Irish fans, not one bit happy with that boy.
Yeah.
And I saw me on this is no bullshit, not just hyping them up here or anything. We were walking through the fucking tunnel, the corridor, getting out of the fucking stadium, and 3 or 4 lads that was after saying shit to him in the crowd. That boy stopped with the fucking 3 or 4 of them and said to them, "No, let's do it now. Let's get it on now, boys." They didn't want one on the most shit on themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fucking do nothing, the cunts. Anyway, Warren needs to jump off, and I need to go. What I'm going to do is, it's still bright out. I'm like Georgie Best. I play good with a few of them on me. I have to go out and just do a little kickabout with my young fella. But anyway, before we go, Warren, please give us a shout out to your channel and anything coming up.
So my channel is Warren's Team Talk, like it is below with my name there. You can find me on Instagram and X and Facebook and Threads and Blue Sky, amongst other places. So what have I got coming up? I'm going to be doing a show about the cost of football and how it's got completely out of control. other than that, I'm not really sure, to be quite honest. I'm just playing it by ear at the moment because I'm just so pissed off with this football club. I just can't bear it, and that's why I took to calling Arsenal Arteta FC, because I think it is, and I can't cope with it, mate. Seeing the club that I grew up supporting and that I loved being murdered the way it has been, I just think it's an absolute fucking disgrace. But yeah, that's all I really want to say, Del Boy, to be honest.
No, cheers, and please do.
Chatting with Static and with the main man himself, the king, Carl Walsh Gunner. I fucking love you, bro. And let's have a chat again soon, mate. I miss chatting to you, brother.
Yeah,
absolutely, bro.
Like on that, I suppose. Like I'm thinking of doing something on a Friday again. Probably this Friday, definitely. And all here, welcome everyone in the chat or whatever. Just hit me up in the DM if you want me to send you the link. I'll do something up. But I definitely will do something on Friday because
I've got an idea. Del Boy, sorry to interrupt. You need to do a show with Shane Gurino, you and Kyle and Shane Gurino.
Yeah.
The Irish triple threat. That needs to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Reach out to him, tell him to fucking get on to me there. I'm still getting me shit sorted.
I'd have a chat with him. I'd have a chat with him, Del Boy. I know Shane. Shane only lives 10 minutes away from me, Del Boy.
Yeah, that's
right.
Fantastic.
I've never actually talked to him, and I'd love to talk to him. I can't wait to bleed and have a chat with him.
He's such a great guy.
I've met him for a couple of breakfasts and a couple of coffees, and he's a hell of a nice fella. He's sound out.
Yeah. Right. Agree. Yeah. Well, yeah.
He's one of
definitely.
Us, he's one of us, Del Boy. He says it as
it is. One of us. Yeah, no, one of us.
I watched his breakfast shows. They're actually very good. I do like them. I love the intros and all. They're actually very funny. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, no, definitely. I definitely will. I'd love to hook up and like that if he wants to come on Friday evening or something like that. Definitely. And like you guys in the panel and anyone else that wants, as I says, DM me. I'll send you the link and we'll come on and we'll have a fucking yarn. But sorry, Static. Anyway, getting back to you before we go, we'll wrap it up and we'll watch the Champions League games that are on now. But Static, where can people find you, mate?
You can find me on Instagram, which is obviously static __5. You can also find me pretty much anywhere and everywhere within the Arsenal football YouTube community and even some other football community channels around YouTube. You can also find me here on Del Boy's channel, which, by the way, welcome back, Del Boy. You have been sorely missed. And like I said, again, welcome back, of course. And yeah, that's it. And I do want to say as well to the live chat, please hit the like button and subscribe. It does help Del Boy to get back on track and to keep growing and to get him out there, because like I said, we need more Del Boys in this world. Trust me, not just Kyle. We need plenty of Kyles in this world. We need plenty of Del Boys as well, and we need plenty of Warrens in this world, me included. So, that's it.
That Static's link there, just on the chat there. So please do check his Instagram out. I'm loving it. I'm loving your videos, Static. To be honest with you, they're very fucking love it. Cheers and keep it up, mate. And please do check Static's channel on Instagram.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Kyle, what's happening, mate? What are you doing apart from this Friday? I hope.
But then, boys, since you're back now in action, I have to follow the Irish legend. So I'm going to have to start cop myself on and give myself a kick up the ass and get a few things on my channel going as well to start doing a few live shows on mine. I'm saying it for the last fucking 4 years, but I may start doing something. But yeah, no, I'll post up a video at the end of the week. I hope I'll be joining you again on Friday night. And I just like to say, brilliant to have you back there, boy. We need you back.
Cheers,
we missed you. And it's great to have the great Warren. Big up to your brother, Warren. And the same with Static. Big up to your bro. Because it's great to see you. It's great to have a chat. To me, this is the OGs. This is the best of the best. And big up to the chat. And hit the subscribe button and the like button. And you'll also get me on the Kai Watch Gunner. That's the name of my channel on YouTube. And yeah, I think it's going to be pretty fiery coming up to the end of the season. There might could be a few fireworks that on. So
yeah.
let's see what happens.
Exactly, yeah. And you've seen everyone's link there in the description and stuff like that. And thanks a million to everyone for coming into the chat. I really do appreciate it. I usually do the read out comments and stuff like that. I'm just fucking doing it off my phone here at the minute and on my laptop here, and I'm just all over the gaff at the minute, but bear with me. Trust me, Friday will be much better. So what will do is I'll get up early, hit the reminder button on it. I'll get these lads hopefully back on if I can, please God, if they're available and stuff like that. And we will go from there, and we'll have an hour discussion about the Bournemouth game and stuff like that, and anything else that comes. And thanks to everyone in the chat. Like, geez, to be honest with you, I didn't even think there'd be many people in the fucking stream, to be honest with you. Fair play to every one of you. Anyone dropping comments in, really do appreciate it. Great show. Defo should get together with Shane, 3 Irish Gunners. Yeah, absolutely. And hit Shane up if he opens the stream. Tell him, get fucking on Dale and Kyle and Static and Warren. Get them on. We'll have a chat. Like, you know what I mean? As it says, I'll try and get in touch with them. Static, you're probably know him and Kyle or whatever. Obviously, as you said.
I'll give him a ring there today.
Yeah. Tell him I'm doing something Friday if he's available. Yeah. Whichever.
This is Shane as well.
Yeah. Happy days.
Yeah.
Big up to everyone. Thanks a million. Final say, Arteta out. That's all I'll say. Anyway, come on, you Gunners. Thanks a million to everyone. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Take care. God bless you all. Come on, you Gunners.